Alright, so today's date is January 20th, 2023. My name is Kelly Zakovic, representing the City of Savannah Municipal Archives. I'm interviewing Gordon Denney for the Savannah Community Memory Project. We're conducting this interview at the Crusaders Community Center. So thanks for joining us today.
Sure.
Alright, can you go ahead and tell us your full name?
Yes, my name is Gordon Denney.
And what neighborhood are you here to talk to us about?
I'm here as a member of the Coffee Bluff neighborhood.
And what would you say are the geographic boundaries of Coffee Bluff?
So I live on Stonewall and Coffee Bluff.
Okay.
So I'm really going to be thinking more of the area that's the Rosedew, Stonewall, Coffee Bluff, towards the marina, that area.
Alrighty. And when were you born?
I was born in 1975,
And where were you born?
Savannah, Georgia.
Were you born out here? Where was you?
I was born at the Telfair Hospital downtown.
And what were your parents' names?
My mother's name is Jean Saucy, and my father's name is Jimmy Denney.
Are you a longtime Savannah family?
Yes.
How many generations?
Since 1734, maybe.
Okay,
So.
original.
Yeah, originally the family was in Perrysburg, South Carolina, and moved into Savannah early in its founding.
Alrighty. And where did you grow up?
I grew up a few years in the Ardsley area, but most of it from grade school on was downtown, off Troop Square.
What schools did you go to?
I went to Cathedral Day School and downtown, and then I went to Benedictine.
Alright, and where do you live now?
Now I live on Stonewall and Coffee Bluff.
Alrighty. So how long have you lived out here?
We've been here 7 years.
Alright, and what brought you out here?
My family grew, so we were living in a little bungalow in Parkside, and had 2 babies and a third on the way, and we had a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. And we knew we wanted some space. I had friends that actually lived out in the Coffee Bluff Plantation neighborhood when I was in high school, before it was really built out. So I kind of knew the area, but it was always so far out, there wasn't much time spent out here. So the house opened up, we looked at it and felt it was perfect.
Super. So who are some of the important leaders or people we should know about in the community out here?
So obviously the biggest person we met when we moved out here was Linda Overstreet. She lives behind us down Vernon Cross, and she's just been an amazing neighbor. Just a great asset to hear. Has told us all about the history. She grew up out here, so she informs so much. She loves my kids, and they love her, and she would just tell them also stories and what it's like growing up out here and what used to be across the street when she was here, and so it's been great. She's pretty big.
Any other names that we should know about?
That's the biggest one that comes to mind. I know she would rattle off all sorts of matriarchs and people that have been out here for a long time. No.
What's something you've learned from her that you?
It was always interesting. There was a store across the street, and she would talk about the farm down by the Bluff, down Rosedew, and just things like that were on the Bluff, not the one that's back up in the Rosedew neighborhood. But she would talk about that. That was always pretty interesting.
So what do people who live out here do for work? Is there anything in particular?
Most people I know that some people work for the city of Savannah. That live out here. Some work in police and fire. I know live out here, and cable companies. It's a pretty mixed group. Some retirees. Obviously, pretty good bit of retirees out here, I think.
Are there any specific churches or other community sort of resources or centers that people are important to people?
I hear a lot, obviously, about the Crusaders Center. Working for the city, I've heard a lot about it before moving out here and knowing its history. The First and Second Mount churches on the way in, I said those are very important.
All right. Are there any businesses that are really popular out here, or that you frequent,
Businesses that we frequent out here.
or anybody?
I mean, we love going to the marina. Obviously, that's a new addition, but it's really a great place to go and spend some time. Business-wise, I mean, there really aren't many, I guess, established businesses you would think of, but
You want to tell us more about the marina and what that means to the community?
so obviously, I mean, there's a big history of the connectivity to the water for the community here. And so that marina is just, I mean, funny story Linda said was that, so the road, Coffee Bluff goes actually into the water. According to the right of ways, it actually goes into the water because there's an issue with somebody one time blocking the ramp, trying to not allow people like access to the old boat ramp, and she told them they needed to move. And they said, "We're not moving. You can't make me move." She said, "Actually, it's a road. I'm an officer, and I can make you move." So it was kind of funny, but the view's beautiful. I mean, just people go down there and just kind of get together and congregate, and all these people that live on their boats out there, which is neat to see. And so, aside from the gnats, it's great.
Sounds about right. So what do your kids out here do for fun?
So they'll always say what they love to do is they love to go to the goats. So down off Rose Stew, back in the neighborhoods, there's a small kind of hobby farm person. We got goats and chickens, and they just go for walks and feed the goats, and then go back and see the horses and the cows on the backside of after the road. But at the end, down there off Rose Stew. So a lot of that, just going for walks. They really enjoy taking walks, going to the marina. But most of all, just going to see the goats and the horses.
Does that farm have like a name or anything, or do you know who runs it?
No, it's not really. I mean, like I said, it's the gentleman that lives there, and he has goats, and he's got chickens, and he just everybody stops by and feeds them, and they all love it and have a good time. And same for the horse. It's just somebody has a horse, a couple of horses, and some farmland back there. It's
Nice. So what are some of the other neighborhoods or surrounding communities around here other than Coffee Bluff area? Any subdivisions of any significance, or any other names that we might not have heard about?
Not that I'm aware. I mean, obviously you've got Coffee Bluff Plantation. You have the newer Coffee Point subdivision, and then the Nicholson Borough area. And then obviously down Rose Dew, that whole neighborhood back there. It's just nice. It's just quiet. It being the dead end of all roads, you're only out here if you live out here, which is kind of nice. We have the sidewalk next to our house, which when it first went in, I was kind of moving away from sidewalks. Like I didn't want to be, but it's been great because everybody walks by. We got to know lots of people, and it's just a really friendly neighborhood where everybody says hi, and just.
So people tend to know each other.
Yeah, they do, and you see, that's a good thing about people that walk the neighborhoods, and just get out and spend time in the community, that you see people and you start to know that there are other members of the community, and you get to know them, and it's kind of nice.
That's, I think, been the theme of the day is
Yeah.
knowing people. Do y'all have a favorite memory out here, or?
I can't really think. I mean, favorite memory. No, I mean, I just go back to just going for walks, seeing the goats, because I'll get baby goats, and when baby goats come, everybody's excited to see these little baby goats. And so I got 4 kids, and they love to see the baby goats. And that's just it's really just being able to spend time growing up. Just going for walks, going to the marina, seeing the coastline, seeing the sunset, seeing the people in the community out and about walking, and tending and caring for their area, having the illuminary nights. My kids love that too.
What's
so
that?
during Christmas every year, all the residents will go and put bags of sand and candles and line all their curb lines throughout the whole neighborhood with luminaries and light them up for one night, and people drive through, and it's really nice. So those are fun. I always remember that. Or golf cart parades. They'll do like a St. Patrick's Day golf cart parade for the Coffee Bluff neighborhood, or they'll do a Christmas one, or just a 4th of July one, and a bunch of people just get in their golf carts and they'll parade through and throw candy, and so things like that. They just really fun.
Do most people out here have golf carts? Is
Yeah.
that kind of the local?
There's a lot of
transport?
people have golf carts.
Nice. Is there like a neighborhood association or?
So there's a
what's
Coffee
the-
Bluff neighborhood association. That's the one I'm aware of, obviously, because I live in Coffee Bluff, but I'm sure there are others.
Is that who organizes the like parades
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
luminaries
so they'll
and
do all
stuff?
that. Mm-hmm.
Nice. I was gonna ask something based on that. I forget now. I don't know. So how has this area, has it changed much since you've been out here, or?
No, which has been pretty nice. And like I said, it hadn't even changed much since I remember coming out here as a kid. Just a few more houses built, Coffee Bluff, but other than that, it's kind of remained, which is nice.
What, like, since it's your specialty, parks and recreational facilities are out here?
So the two out here are the Crusader Center Park in the center, and then the marina. So those are the two city-owned facilities.
Do they have playgrounds, or what do people, how do people use them?
So both of them have playgrounds. The Crusader Center is more of a community center size, so it's got a ball field, baseball field, and basketball court, and a good open space in the back, and a lot of playground area. And then the marina is a little more condensed, a smaller playground, 2 swings and a play set. More of an ancillary thing to the marina than this is more of a bigger community area.
Are there any other parks like just out this kind of way, right Bluff Road, or?
Windsor has 3. Yeah, basically 3. And some of them are off that corner of Mohawk, but out here the only ones we have are these 2.
Okey-dokey. So 50 years from now, what would you say we should really know about this area as it is today, or as you know it?
In 50 years, I just hope it's still, a good community where people really get out and get to know each other and spend time, and invest in their community. People walk the streets and pick up trash when they see it. They don't, there's a lot of people you'll see that just go on walks, and they go on walks with bags and little sticks to pick up trash, because, they care about their area. But I hope there's still a goat farm in 50 years. I hope there's still horses, A lot of people out here have chickens and bees and horses and things like that, and it makes for a good variety. And so I hope that the different variety of peoples and interests and all that, it still exists. It doesn't go away.
Perfect. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk to us about this area or District 6 or anything?
No. I
Okay.
think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing this with us.
Sure.
I'm grateful for you.